Imagine a world where machines are indistinguishable from humans. Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if I told you that a brilliant mind laid the groundwork for exploring this possibility decades ago? Hello, book lovers, and welcome back to Ace Book Talk. Today, we read diving into a landmark paper that forever changed the way we think about artificial intelligence, computing machinery and intelligence by Alan Turing. Alan Turing, a name synonymous with computer science, was a British mathematician, logician, cryptanalyst, and computer scientist. His impact on the 20th century is immeasurable. During World War II, Turing played a pivotal role in cracking the German Enigma code at Bletchley Park, a feat that is widely believed to have shortened the war and saved countless lives. But Turing wasn't just a code breaker. He was a visionary who dared to ask profound questions about the nature of intelligence and the potential of machines. Tragically, Turing's life was cut short due to his persecution for being homosexual, a grim reminder of the societal prejudices of the time. Despite his untimely death, his intellectual legacy continues to shape the world we live in today. Computing Machinery and Intelligence, published in 1950, is perhaps Turing's most famous work outside of his direct wartime contributions. In this paper, he tackles the age-old question, can machines think? But instead of getting bogged down in philosophical definitions of thinking, Turing proposes a practical test, now famously known as the Turing test. The Turing test, in its simplest form, involves a human evaluator engaging in text-based conversations with both a human and a machine, without knowing which is which. If the evaluator cannot reliably distinguish the machine from the human based on their responses, then the machine is said to have passed the Turing test, demonstrating a form of artificial intelligence. Turing anticipates many objections to the idea of thinking machines. He addresses theological objections, arguing that God could imbue machines with souls just as easily as humans. He tackles the heads in the sand objection, which simply refuses to believe that machines could ever think due to its potentially frightening implications. He also considers the mathematical objection based on Dell's incompleteness theorems, which suggests that there are inherent limitations to formal systems, but argues that these limitations may not apply to machines in the same way they apply to human minds. A significant portion of the paper is dedicated to exploring various potential learning algorithms and programming techniques that could be used to create a machine capable of passing the Turing test. Turing discusses the importance of equipping machines with the ability to learn from experience rather than simply being pre-programmed with all the answers. He emphasizes the role of child programs, suggesting that AI development should focus on creating systems that can learn and evolve over time, much like a child learns and grows. He even discusses the potential of fusing reinforcement learning, a technique that has become central to modern AI research. Turing also addresses the question of consciousness, acknowledging that we may never truly know whether a machine is consciously aware of its own existence. However, he argues that this is not necessarily a barrier to considering machines as intelligent. He points out that we often attribute intelligence to other humans based on their behavior and communication without having direct access to their inner thoughts or feelings. Therefore, if a machine can behave intelligently and communicate convincingly, we may have good reason to believe that it possesses some form of intelligence, regardless of whether it is conscious in the same way that humans are. In the paper's latter sections, Turing proposes some rather innovative directions for AI development, one of which is genetic algorithm. This approach, mirroring biological evolution, involves creating a population of computer programs and using competition and random mutation to improve the programs over time. This approach is a common tactic in the field today. So, what are the key takeaways from Turing's groundbreaking work? Firstly, it challenged us to think critically about what it means for a machine to think, shifting the focus from abstract, philosophical debates to concrete, testable criteria. Secondly, it laid the foundation for the field of artificial intelligence by providing a clear and measurable goal to create machines that can convincingly imitate human intelligence. And thirdly, it sparked a debate that continues to this day, forcing us to confront profound questions about the nature of intelligence, consciousness, and our place in the universe. Turing's vision, while still not fully realized, has had an undeniable impact on our world. From self-driving cars to virtual assistants, AI is rapidly transforming our lives. As AI continues to advance, it's important to remember Turing's legacy and to approach these technologies with both excitement and caution, always mindful of the ethical implications and potential consequences. That's all the time we have for today. I hope this exploration of computing machinery and intelligence has sparked your curiosity about the fascinating world of artificial intelligence. Don't forget to subscribe for more book recommendations. Until next time, happy reading!